Well, it helps if I click on record. Hey, I'm Carlos Garcia, and today we are going over McLaughlin Distillery. My buddy JC sent me out 3 sample bottles of McLaughlin Distillery. I believe they're all bourbons, pretty sure. I really don't know, but he numbered them like 68, 33, 107. I have no idea if those numbers mean anything, but I kind of just pour them in that order, so I don't think it matters for you guys, but Glass A is 33, Glass B is 68, Glass C is 107. I don't know what those numbers mean. I just know these are 3 different McLaughlin offerings. I don't think I own anything from McLaughlin, but I'm pretty sure I've tried them in the past at like bottle shares and stuff like that. So we'll see. We're caught up on giveaways, so we can get right into it. I already wrote the notes down for the nose on A because I didn't realize I didn't press record until I got to nose on B. So the nose on A, crafty, cardboard, grilled tomato, woody. It's not my favorite nose. It's 100% gives me crafty vibes with those cardboardy notes. The grilled tomato note usually I get from more craft forward distilleries. The woody note isn't the good oak. It's like second tier wood to me. So not my favorite here, but we'll see on the palate. So let's get to the nose on B. Okay, B's nose is better than A's nose for me. It's similar, but it has a couple of notes that kind of make it better. So it's crafty again. It has a cardboard like A, but there's a nice like flat cola note and a chocolate note that make it better than A. Church bells all the time. Let's get into nose on C. Wow, that's way different. Right away. So let's see what I can pick up here. All right, nose on C, very different than A and B. Kind of instantly realized that as soon as I got to the nose. It's more spicy, sweet. It reminds me of an Italian cookie. Now, which Italian cookie? No idea. So the nose definitely goes to C. But let's get the palate right into A. All right, first sip on A. Not the best, not gonna lie to you. So crafty cardboard, light, slight cola, which is the only redeeming quality there. On the finish, that dirty / moldy clothes note that I get sometimes. Not my favorite note at all. Cardboard, thin, and some vanilla. Overall, not my favorite, but first sip, so we'll see on the second sip. I mean, I almost thought it was getting better, but it might have got worse. I think that moldy clothes note got stronger on the finish, but it was a little sweeter on the palate. I don't like this. I'm sorry. Third sip. Yeah, it didn't really get much better. That would have to be very cheap for me to buy. I am not the biggest fan of whatever Glass A is. Let's go to Glass B. Be better. I mean, I'm writing the same notes right now. It's not that much better, if at all. It's very similar. On the palate, crafty cardboard, like cola. On the finish, dirty clothes again, cardboard. The nose was so different on B or on C that I'm hoping that is gonna be the better one out of the 3, but I'm not in love with the first 2 so far. JC, what you doing, man? The second sip. Yeah, it's probably a little bit better than A, just because it's not as off-putting, but it's still not that good. This is a perfect example of something that's not my profile. So if this is something, these A or B, something that you enjoy, then we probably have opposite palates because these are not what I enjoy in bourbon. So if you've had these and you don't like them, well then maybe we're on the same page. One more sip on Glass B. All right, some slight chocolate ice cream this time on the palate, which is good, but even that was like sugar-free. It wasn't even the best type of chocolate ice cream, and it was just slight enough. I do like it more than A. It's still not good though. Okay, let's go to C. All right, significantly better. It's not even close. This is on a different playing field. It doesn't taste like these other 2, but it's not overly complex, but you know, it's coming off of a couple pours I didn't really enjoy, so that might be the problem here. But it's a lot like the nose. Spicy, that Italian cookie that I can't figure out. Sweet. On the finish again, sweet, spicy, that Italian cookie. So kind of that profile And there's nothing wrong with that. I do like it. So, but let's get a second sip and kind of see if there's anything else there. So I'm literally looking up Italian cookies. I'm trying to narrow it down. There's a couple that I think it could be, because I think the Italian cookie that I'm trying to get here is an almond based. And there's a few different almond Italian cookies, according to Google. I'm sure there's a bunch, but there's amaretti and pignoli. I think it's the amaretti ones. Oh, and biscotti is also, I would say Portuguese, is almond and hazelnut slices. But I think it's amaretti. That's what I'm thinking it is. But it's almond. Almond macaroons. Yeah, I think that's exactly what it is. I think this reminds me of amaretti, the Italian cookie. Okay, I sipped it a couple times. I'm not even pretty sure what sip we're on, because I was kind of trying to narrow down that Italian cookie because it's so strong to me in this glass. So I took multiple sips at this point. And I also noticed that this is significantly darker than A and B. So I don't know if that's an age thing or what, but it is much darker. I don't know if you guys can see it on camera or not. So between that amaretti cookie, yeah, I'm sure I'm saying it wrong because I probably wrote it down wrong in my notebook over here. But it kind of has a little bit of coffee influence. And I don't know if that's just me thinking about this cookie, pairing that with the coffee. Like, it just reminded me of that experience of having that cookie with some coffee. All right, tried another sip here. It's very strong, that cookie note. It's not too much after that. It is good. I do enjoy this. I have to figure out the prices on these to kind of, scoring wise, I've never put the pricing. So maybe I'll do a tentative score. I do like it. I don't know if I would drink this every day though. This is definitely a mood pour. Very unique. This is one of the most unique pours I've ever had. There's not so many pours I've ever had that kind of experience with. So what I'll do now is I'll cut away, drink some water, and compare these and come back with some scores, and I'll try to figure out pricing and what these bottles actually are. All right, went back and forth and kind of stay the same. It is what it is. So let's figure out what these actually are. Because let's see, we got a key here. It's not sealed or anything, so I guess I could have cheated, but I don't think this really mattered to be cheating on. All right, a couple more seconds went by as I was opening up the key, but hopefully you guys can see that. Let's see, I'm looking at my phone. So that's what I was drinking, and that's the order I was drinking, 33, whatever number, 107. So I'll read it to you if you guys couldn't see that, because one is significantly bigger than the rest. So glass A was McLaughlin Distillery 3799 straight bourbon, 90 proof. Glass B was McLaughlin Distillery 3799 bourbon whiskey, 102 proof. Okay, so maybe they're the same exact thing, but just a little higher proof because they tasted similar. And then glass C was McLaughlin Distillery baby barrel bourbon whiskey, 123.1 proof. Okay, that was something a little bit different, higher proof. It didn't drink that much higher proof. So now that I know what they are, let me try to figure out the pricing. All right, the pricing is kind of all over the place, not gonna lie to you. So from what I was just told, the 90 proof 39, what was it, man? I should have wrote it down before I put it away. Okay, I wrote it down so I can just look down. So A, the 3799 90 proof is about 30 bucks. Let's go to that 2.4. I wouldn't spend 30 bucks on that. And my buddy JC also said that on their website it has it for 70, but he's pretty sure he paid 30 for it. So either way, I wouldn't buy it for either price. I didn't really like that at all. So to me, save your money on that. Glass B, 3799 102 proof. I scored at 2.6, so a little bit better than A, and that's supposedly $70. I would also skip that. That is too much money for that for me. Now again, if you've had either of these, please let me know if you love them, if you like them, hate them. They're definitely more on the part I don't like. I don't like this profile for me. Okay, now we go to C, which I did like. I scored a 3.5. It's the baby barrel. I don't know if that just means they're using smaller barrels and that's why it was so much darker than the other two. If I can find anything out, I'll put it on the screen for you guys. But I don't really know. I guess I could have Googled it. But I'm just going to assume that. I'm going to assume if you're calling it a baby barrel, it's probably a smaller barrel. Anyways, 123.1 proof. Decent proof point on it. I scored 3.5. It is good. It's a unique experience, but it's $200. What? I mean, I guess, nah. Like, I could not recommend that for $200. And my friend JC was telling me, maybe I shouldn't throw them under the bus, but someone said it's like one of the whiskeys of the year. I don't know if that was last year or when, but this isn't, for me, not in that kind of talking point. I will say I give her credit for being something unique and different. That is for sure. I don't think there's too many bourbons out there that have this profile. And it is good. I did enjoy it. But man, this is to me like a $70-ish bottle, not a $200 bottle. That is way too expensive for what it is. So I was about to say, let's do the giveaway. I don't have these to do giveaway. So, you know, let me know what you guys know about McLaughlin and your thoughts on them. I don't think their pricing is accurate for what I'm tasting in these samples. So hopefully I'm not on an island by myself here and people love this. But maybe this is why I've never bought these bottles before, because the pricing is just not there for me. So I apologize, JC. I did not love these samples, but it is what it is. That's why there's a gazillion bottles of bourbon out there. So don't be stupid. And if you do, don't get caught. Bye.